So Moshe Rabbeinu said, Atem Nitzavim Hayem Kilchem, you're all standing today. What did he mean with the word today? Everything in the Torah is today. He could have just said you're all standing. The Torah is forever. The Torah is eternal. It means us today. So if Moshe Rabbeinu added the word Hayem, today, it must mean something, that today is special, that was not yesterday. So what is there about today that was not yesterday? So someone once came to the Satmar Rebbe Rabbi Yoelish back in the 1960s, and he asked him, Rebbe, why don't we have the great miracle workers like we used to have the big Rebbes, could do open wonders and miracles? What changed? And the Satmar said, we don't have. We have. Just go out into the Besmedish where people are putting on tefillin and look among the older men, and you'll see who has a number tattooed into their arm. It's a bigger Balmoifis. It's a bigger wonder worker than any miracle maker of the Hasidic story. Because somebody who could go through a concentration camp, come out with a number tattooed on their arm, and be a believer, put on tefillin in the morning, is like, you tell me there's a bigger miracle than that? You see, this is the meaning of today, after what happened yesterday. There's a Torah of the Rebbe Rabbinim. Reb Tzadok says, I heard it from the Ishbitzer, that the Rebbe Rabbinim said that even though we have a tradition that says that every generation is a little bit less talented, a little bit less smart, a little bit less learned, a little bit less than the previous generation. The Rebbe Rabbinim said, but that's all true, except in one respect. The light that shines inside the heart of a Yid, in every generation it gets more pure and more bright. And that in fact, you might say that in all respects the generations are becoming diminished, but in one respect, that's not so. It's the opposite is true. In every generation, the Pintele Yid, that spark of a Jew, shines brighter and clearer, and it's more and more magnificent. So that's what Moshe Rabbeinu is saying. Today, Atem Nitzavim, you are upstanding today, which you were not yesterday. What's today different than yesterday? Yesterday with Pashas Kisavoy, we read the Teichacha, we read the horrible warnings about what's going to happen if we don't follow and obey. And literally, it was blood-curdling. The threats, the promises that God makes, is things He's going to do to us if we don't follow the right path. So, how come we're still here today, standing on our feet? How come we didn't just all give up and say, that's it, I can't make it? The fact that you're standing on your feet, says Moshe Rabbeinu, today, after what happened yesterday, you need to learn from that. Because what does it mean to stand up? To be able to say, I'm a Jew. And to know that it's true. How come you don't think to yourself, maybe it's not true. Maybe I'm not ready. It's like, you can say it, and mean it, and know it. Why? Because you accepted. You accepted all those threats, and you said, Rabban Shalom, Master of the Universe, in spite of all the threats, I don't care how you threaten me, and what warnings and promises and awesome, horrible, terrible things you say are going to happen to me. I don't care. I'm a Yid. I'm yours. And Moshe Rabbeinu says, Hayim, today you're standing on your feet, and if it wasn't true, you wouldn't be able to stand, because the truth has no legs. Sorry. A lie has no legs. The truth can stand on its own 2 feet. And the fact that you're standing, it means that it's emes for you. If it's emes for you, it means that you believe. You have emunah. And you don't have to ask yourself, am I faithful? Yeah, you have faith. Moshe Rabbeinu says, you should know, you're upstanding today. It could only be because of your faith.